Hey there, Captain Wetbeard here. Welcome to Tech Talk. So today we're going to be looking at Rocket Chat. And you may be wondering, what is Rocket Chat? So Rocket Chat is a Slack alternative, which also makes it a Discord alternative on many levels. So what Discord is it's basically taking the functionality of Slack and combining it with the ability to do voice and video calling. Okay? So if you can picture Discord without the voice and video calling, you've basically got Slack. The problem with Slack is that you have to pay for a subscription. With Rocket Chat, that's not really the case, unless you get one of their servers that are hosted on their systems, but that kind of defeats the purpose of using Rocket Chat. Really, what the best thing to use Rocket Chat for is Discord sometimes takes down servers for reasons that are pretty weak. Right? If the team just disagrees with some of the content that you're posting, which is perfectly legal content, they may decide to take it down. Perhaps it is artistic content, which is a bit too explicit in nature. Perhaps it is something that follows a political ideology that the team doesn't agree with. That might also get your server nuked. And hey, you also have the problem that someone may just join your server, post a bunch of illegal material, and then report you. And then your server gets nuked. Even though your community doesn't generally post that kind of thing, it doesn't really matter. And this sort of thing does happen all the time on Discord. I've been lucky in the past. My server has been rated in such a way. I managed to reach out to the Discord team, and they did not nuke my server. But I've also been in servers that have been nuked because that happened. So it, in many cases, can be really useful to have an alternative where you host your own server, and you can even host it on just a desktop computer. And by hosting your own server, the only thing you have to worry about is the law. And the law is a lot less heavy-handed in things like this. If somebody comes in and posts illegal material in your server, that's the person who's going to end up going to jail over it. So you don't really have as much of a problem of somebody raiding your server to get it nuked, since you're the only administrator of a server that you own. Alright, so let's take a look at how Rocket Chat functions and how it looks. So as you see, when you start it up, you'll get this screen where you will be asked to log in or register a new account in whatever server you've joined. Now, when you first open it up, you'll have this screen here where you'll type in the server URL. Now, if someone who's already hosting one will have a URL you can put in like this, right? You could also put in a direct IP address, but if you're hosting your own server and you want other people to join, generally speaking, it's better if it's not just a series of numbers. There are free DNS servers that will give you a address for a period of time. It'll be a thing where you have to renew it every 30 days or so to keep it free, or you can pay a very small rate and you will have access to an address that you can use. Or if you already own a domain, you could use that, or an extension of that, as long as you have access to the complete domain. So anyway, you'll want to enter in the address, then you'll get this. Now this is the free open Rocket Chat server. It's a really good way to demonstrate, since I don't really want to show any of the private servers that I'm a member of. But I'm going to go ahead and pause this while I enter my email because I'm not stupid. Movie magic. Okay, so I've logged in. Here's what we see. We have the general chat here, which this is pretty tightly moderated, so anything on here should probably be fine for YouTube. But yeah, just you see people posting stuff. Seems like it's mostly bots posting in here. Sandbox. There's people talking about different stuff, asking the development team how different stuff works, posting clown emojis because of course they are. You get what you fucking deserve! But anyway, so you'll also be able to customize your account. Mine is Captain Wetbeard, obviously. And yes, panties do count as a face covering. Alright, So let's see. Here we go. So here's an important thing. Any server is going to have a couple that always pop up to new people. However, if you hit the directory, you'll see all of the channels that are listed. Now this can be quite useful because many servers have optional channels that you may or may not want to see stuff in. Okay, say you have a server that, for instance, has a political chat, and because you're hosting it on Rocket Chat, you are probably going to have more lax rules than Discord does. So there may be some people who aren't particularly interested in that chat. You just have it in your directory, not have it pop up for anybody. And if somebody wants it, they click it, and then they click join. When they click join, it pops up here for them, and they'll get notifications for it. Say they've joined it and they really don't like it, they can just leave the channel. If they change their mind, they can go to the directory and pull it back up. But this is a very easy way for you to make it so that you only see the channels that you want to see, especially on something that's only limited by the law. You're a lot more likely to encounter things that you may not want to see. Because, hey man, it's freedom of speech. And freedom of speech is beautiful. But freedom of speech is also the freedom to say some pretty awful things and post some pretty awful things. And that is beautiful. Because, there's some types of erotica that are just not allowed on Discord because they're extreme. But they're perfectly legal. So you can host your own Rocket Chat, and you can post them there. And that's pretty excellent. And that's also part of the reason why I'm going to be doing that, is because of the fact that I'm a free speech advocate. And, I would like to have a server where people can talk openly about things, all the way up to the very limits of the law. I'll only have a few rules. Those are mostly for quality of life. But if people don't even like those rules, they can make their own server. That's just how it works. So let's see. With search, you can search for a specific channel that you'd like. If there's a whole lot of channels, that can be a little bit easier. You can change the way that you're filtering things for your convenience. You can also create new channels. You can set up permissions for different roles, just like you can in Discord. Basically, everything that's not video and voice, for the most part, is available in Slack, and it's for the most part available in Rocket Chat. And you can also add additional servers. They'll pop up like this, to where you can just click the one you want to be in. But yeah, Rocket Chat is pretty great. I highly recommend that if you're interested in having a server and you're worried about your community just getting nuked, that you should have a Rocket Chat, at the very least as a backup. Because you can host it on a frickin' potato. And it just makes things a lot easier. One other thing. Your account is hosted on the server itself, so you have to make a new account for every server. That also means that your account isn't linked to a whole bunch of different things. Rocket Chat themselves cannot nuke your account. If you get banned from one server, it only bans you from that server. You still have your accounts on your other servers. It's fine. Also, you can have a completely different identity for every server. But I guess that's really all I've got to say about Rocket Chat. Definitely check it out. It's free. You don't really have much to lose, huh? But this has been Captain Wetbeard. Hope you've enjoyed Tech Talk. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the link below, or in the comments below. And subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I do both this, and I do video game content. Every Monday I'm playing Mahjong, for instance. In my next Tech Talk video, I haven't fully decided, but I think what I'm going to do next Saturday is do a video talking about alternative Android stores. So, if you have an Android phone, that may interest you. But anyway, this has been Captain Wetbeard. Hope you're having a great day. Peace out.